Hi, welcome to Andrew Buckle, book review of Publishers' Catalogues. Not exactly, probably not all book reviews, are they? But still, just going to go through some of them. I'm going to quickly show all of them. This one's Methuen 77. Now, I picked up loads of these catalogues. I don't know if you picked them up in your local bookshops. Back in the 70s anyway, used to have piles of them. The front desk used to pick up like the Penguin ones, Panther, always Pan. They also used to have pictures, you've got a little bit of detail of books, upcoming books, those sort of things I vaguely remember. Unfortunately, I didn't keep them. There were sort of ones that you just obviously tick off, and then threw away. Wish I hadn't done that, but the house will be full, solid, and it's pretty bad anyway. So, what sort of things was in it? Arden Shakespeare, Coriolanus, and you've got all, obviously, the details of available titles, tells you the price. Actually, they're quite expensive, actually, looking at that. I'm thinking, wow, oh, that's a hardback. Saying that, it's weird, look at that. £6 for the hardback. You know what? I never see the hardbacks of those Arden books. Maybe they're in the libraries or something. But the paperbacks, £1.10. I used to pick up loads of those. You can still find them quite regularly. And obviously, they keep coming out. There's new versions of them. So Arden ones, I think they're still coming out. I've seen quite a load in my local Oxfam stores. And also development of Shakespeare's imagery, The Wheel of Fire. Obviously, you can see a lot of Shakespeare in here, as well as other Revell's history of drama in English, 1576 to 1613. So you've got all the details there, and obviously got an index at the back. There's another one, English and American Literature and Drama, Cambridge University Press. And this one, it doesn't say, but you can see the same sort of Shakespeare's Rome. All that sort of great stuff. This one, English Literature, New Books from Oxford. This one's 1985. And you can see again, you've got a lovely selection of all the books. The Devil's Party, Legend of Master Henry James, all sorts of things that I'm certain that wonderful for your collection. If you're into Shakespeare, sort of Renaissance, that sort of period, great books. Here's another one here. Other literatures, translations. Oh, this is Oxford as well. And you've got to see more. And again, it's got the covers of some, not all. It would have been nice if they'd include the covers for all of them, but still. But it does give the prices, £4.50, etc. The rise of the, Nigeria, wow. Rattling the Reefer. Never heard of, obviously, Charles Dickens. I've heard of Charles Dickens, Little Dorrit. So you got that one. Oh, here's a Penguin one. Now, this one's pretty odd. This one's actually got a little letter in it as well, I think. Yes, it's got a letter. Someone got a letter sent with it as well, which was quite nice. But here's, you've got this catalogue. So this one, again, 78, 79, Penguin book list. And it's got loads and loads of great books mentioned. Obviously, classic ones, Gulliver's Travels, as well as, of course, you get there so you could go and order some. That was the whole point of the catalogue. It wasn't just to have a look at it and just go, yeah, that's really good. And you've got there, obviously, Graham Greene, James Joyce, Exiles there, D.H. Lawrence, J.G. Priestley, and many others, English poets. This one's a slightly bigger format one. Let's all just quickly... I've got another one inside here. Macmillan Press, 1983. So you've got this sort of thing. So, again, full list of all casebook Shakespeare. Lots of Shakespeare. There must be millions of Shakespeare books. When you look through these, quite often you think, another Shakespeare book, another one. Or Jane Austen. There's Jane Austen there. The Lost Garden examines Shakespeare history plays. Whole industry. If Shakespeare hadn't existed, they would have had to invent him. Because, wow, so many books. Drama catalogue. This one, again, obviously is probably going to be full of Shakespeare. Yeah, got drama scripts, as well as you've got here. And actually some really unusual ones. That's the thing I always love, the old sort of Tudor period, Renaissance period. And I always wish that the Globe would put on more obscure plays. The ones that I like to go to in the past were all the ones that were slightly more unusual. And so always just the Shakespeare, which is fine. Shakespeare's up, nothing wrong with Shakespeare, but it's nice to actually go and see some other plays. Again, tons of Shakespeare. There's those ones. Some more, let's just go for this one. Oh, English and World Literature, Penguin book list. And again, you've got all the list of all the Donne and Marvell, as well as Muriel Spark. And there's another one. Oh, it's another one from 1980-81, Penguin book list. And again, you've got a long list of, and all the prices, £2.50, £1.25 for Passage to India. Ooh, something else has fallen out. Shakespeare again. I think that was purposely put in there. No, Shakespeare, obviously, there, and you can see the more details. New Penguin Shakespeare again, all the various plays. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, the one weird thing with Penguin, I don't know if they've ever printed one of all the plays that are not by Shakespeare, ones they think might be by Shakespeare, the ones sometimes considered to be Shakespeare. Now, I've got a lovely big volume of about 24 plays of all those sort of ones, and they're just great to look at. But it's always surprising that I don't think that there's many modern editions of that. You can get them, normally pick them up in sort of Oxfams and things. That's where I think I got my copy from. Huge book of sort of all those plays. And this one, English Literature, New and Recent Oxford Books and Medieval Studies. I imagine Shakespeare's probably mentioned here somewhere. Oh, the works of Thomas Vaughan. There's some more. And again, there's loads and loads of them. James Joyce. So again, you can see there, I just love these little books. Will I be getting any more? Probably not. I suspect that this is probably the pile. There's enough. It's satisfied my, you know what, I wouldn't mind some of these old catalogues. And it was nice to actually get the Mirror of Criticism, selected reviews, 1977 to 1982. And quite often you look through this and you think, that'd be great. The idea of the garden in Renaissance. And actually that garden in Renaissance, I've got a lovely one, early Renaissance period, which is all set in the Garden of Love, absolutely full of just really obscure, beautiful paintings that people did, obviously, back at that time, all around that theme of the garden. And you've got more Shakespeare, backgrounds of Shakespeare's thought, Elizabethan erotic narratives, Sir Philip Sidney. Staggering. How many? And some more. Let's just not go through every single one of them. But there's another one. This one, English language. I mean, some of these companies, Basil Blackwell. Blackwell, is that the shop? Publisher? I don't know. Another one here. Oxford University Press. And again, lots and lots and lots of books. Oxford Book of Welsh Verse and Modern American Novel. This one looks quite good. And you've got here the English Literature one, New Oxford. And again, lots and lots, and probably lots of Shakespeare in it. Certainly there is. 20th Century Classics. Letters of Charles Dickens. Bibliography of Ronald Furbank. I've never heard of him. Sorry. Development of Milton's Prose Style. And World Literature one. Again, Penguin. This one's 77, 78. And again, full of lots. Now, there's, of course, these huge mega books. Real thick books you can buy that are still in print. They are really worth checking out. I love those books. But again, you've got all the covers here. Not, unfortunately, all the covers. That would be brilliant. But they didn't. Maybe the catalogue would be just a bit too big then. But you can see, again, all the plays, all the various prices. 25 pence. Now, you probably can get that, 55 pence, those sort of things in sort of the Oxfam bookshops. 50p, Strindberg, and so on and so on. And I've got a few more here. So this one's Cambridge University, English novel, new books of, theatre and drama. That one's quite a good one. This one's Edward Arnold. Shakespeare again. Of course, goes without saying. But this is what I was looking for. These sort of things. Renaissance drama series. Now, some of these you can find. The Knight of the Burning Pestle. It's an unusual title, I know. A King and No King. Now, that is not one I'm so familiar with. That one, I can't even say it. Bussy de Amboise. The Gentleman Usher. Now, obviously, that one's a famous one. The Malcontent. Dutch Courtesan, that's fairly famous. But some of the other ones, that one I'm not so familiar with. Galathea and Midas. And you can see many, many others that are listed in here. So that's quite a nice little book going through it. And some, let's have a look at the prices. No, the prices weren't too bad. If it actually had the prices there. 70 pence. Yeah, 70 pence. Again, £1.40 price. That was cloth bound. So some unusual sort of Renaissance / earlier books. You can get these lovely volumes. I love this. I've got one or two ones where you sort of got all the old plays, the Tudor period ones. They're absolutely fascinating. This one's lovely. The complete list of paperbacks from Methuen and Tavistock. And you've got the covers there. So you've got how it all began. Some more covers there, which is quite nice to look at. And then you can see the Arden one again. Obviously that was Methuen. And what else has he got? Maybe there must be some more pictures at the back. Let's just turn to the back. Yes, there's some more covers there as well. So you can see a variety of different, again, it's got lots of, Albert Einstein, you've got psychology books, sociology books, all sort of books. Quite often turn up at this one. Oh, this one's a New York one. Wow, New York. So you've got English literature again, probably Shakespeare. He's bound to be in it somewhere. German literature and many, many others. And that one, oh, this one looks a bit more thick, chunky book. Most are quite thin. I personally don't recall them being that thin. Maybe because the ones I always picked up were much larger than that. Maybe please put in the comments if you remember those catalogues. Were they bigger than this? 'Cause I'm certain, you can see the size. I'm certain they were, the Penguin ones were bigger than that. Maybe I'm just imagining they were. But still, we got a lovely look at that. That's lots of books there. Some very creative designs in wall hanging. Could be very useful. I love wall hangings, creative designs, creative ideas. Euripides, you've got all the various Euripides. Again, 37 pence. That's not bad. Again, that was 1970. So you've got here the history of this and that, history of local government, £1, and many, many other books. And finally, another thick one. It saves the thickest Macmillan. So this one's 1984 to 85. And again, not that many pictures in there. Obviously got some other ones tucked away there, just suddenly falling out. Again, probably Shakespeare. Yes, Shakespeare's self-portrait. Shakespeare's sonnets. Oh, the Marxist study of Shakespeare's comedies. Shakespeare, Seven Trade. I don't think anyone would bring a book out called just Shakespeare because it's going to be lost going through a search for all that sort of thing. But it's just obviously all Charles Dickens, Jane Austen, Anthony Trollope, Scottish literature, and many, many, many others. You can see lots and lots. And again, you've got all the price. Oh, that's £12. Hardback, £12. Oh, £15. So the prices have gone up. You can really tell something different. 1971, they were like 25 pence. Then suddenly look in here, and you suddenly see the price, £6.95, £17.50. Transformations in modern European drama, and so on. So this is the catalogues. This is a big pile of catalogues. A bit similar to this one, which I got but this is for records and CDs. I love collecting CDs as well, especially soul music, jazz, that sort of thing. And this has got but this is the sort of catalogue we've got now, which is very nice, but a similar sort of thing but it doesn't say the prices. Obviously the prices, back then they put the prices, now no one puts prices. So you've got all the first things there, very unusual selection. This one, instrumental CDs and things, really good. So they still exist. Slightly smaller format, obviously shrunk down. Now back in the 70s. Now I think they also had record ones as well. Please put in the comments below if you remember. There must have been. Imagine going into the shops, record shops. I vaguely remember you could see catalogues there as well. Obviously there was the gramophone book, those sort of things. But I'm certain you could also get record label catalogues. And you probably, if you knew the people at the shop, probably you'd get piles of them. But they weren't so. In my local bookshop, this whole lot, these sort of catalogues were just the front desk. You could just pick them up. And I was always just picking them up because I just loved picking them up, looking and thinking, oh, I must find that one or get that one. So it was great just finally getting these. So maybe not for everyone, not that much interest, but I just think, well, they're fascinating little snapshots of what people were producing at that time. And I think it's a great little selection of things. Hopefully you're interested. And also please put in the comments if you remember these, if you've got any memories of your favourite ones. Or did you never seen them before and you thought, what's that? Walk past it.